Jason and Jan, Eric Davis, Haydocy, Airstream wanted to, first of all, thank you for the write-up from Kentucky. Also, Jason, thank you for the heads up on the information regarding upgrades for the tab line. Very cool. That'll allow us to get information out to people. Also, force our friends at the factory to make sure that what we're doing is all the right things. I just want to do a quick walk around on the tab, although I don't know why I'm doing this, because it seems that you're a little better at this than most. You guys have done your homework, you've been there, done that, but maybe this will help as far as just remind you of the factory tour, of your trip to Haydocy, and certainly hanging out with me for a few. I do once again appreciate it. So we looked at a couple of different platforms, predominantly focusing on the S, but here we're starting with the clamshell. Now, once again, clamshell from tab allows you to do certainly all forms of different color combinations. We're starting up front, a couple of the things. The Stargazer windows, sealed, allows a lot of light to get in there. We're talking about, and if I'm reading your correct information, later this year we're going to have this as an opening window. So the bottom line is it's a fixed window now, but once again, anytime you can let the light in, it's a good thing. Moving to the front, of course you do have the fiberglass access into your componentry, which gives you your 20-pound propane tanks along with your 12-volt deep cell battery. Also, there is storage there for a sewer hose. Keeping in mind, with this battery, you can also get a solar panel, if you so choose, that can plug directly into the 12-volt. Keep you off grid if you so choose. I think we talked a little bit about that. Where you're going, there's going to be water, there's going to be electric. So there you have it. I'm checking for you, by the way, because we talked about, because you have the extended nose on the tab, an opportunity to put a spare tire on the front rack as opposed to having it undermounted. So that could be something that could be important as we go down the road. This one sets up with both the gray water and the black water tank, along with your stabilizers. Once again, very cool. Diamond plate, that will do all those wonderful things as far as ground debris is concerned. Antennas, also your plug-in for cable. Keeping in mind, all the lighting on the tab is LED. Once again, that's going to save a bunch of power. Also, it's the cool factor. Then you have your 30 amp service connector. You have your, we talked about the low silhouette that is accomplished by using that rubber torsion bar axle. Very cool. Venting for the Aldi system. Your access into fresh water. You have, of course, the black water flush valve and an overhead. So now, the clamshell. I love the clamshell, which, by the way, it's raining today, so the clamshell works for me. Overhead LED lighting, all the great stuff that's done at the tab factory, all birch. Because you have this great inside-out finish work on the birch cabinetry, also in this you have a pass-through. So you have that opportunity to move directly into the platform. Very cool. Great thing about the tab is you have, of course, the inside-out entertainment, so you have TVs inside, TVs outside. When you look at the clamshell, you have Wilson Art laminate, access, side-mounted access, and access to the entire drawer surface. Notice, please, you do have dovetail construction. This is, once again, as far as I'm concerned, high-end cabinetry in your camper. You have the European combination of both the burner to the stainless steel sink. Lots of storage, both inside and out. And of course you have the combination here of the Norcold, which works on gas, electric, or the propane. Your communication panel here for all of your entertainment. Everything is on a gas cylinder. Everything that can be locked, and certainly as far as the clamshell is concerned, nicely accomplished. Come on around. I just wanted to quickly point out the windows, which give you the capability to lock in at any location. And then of course we're on the outside here, but this gives you the opportunity for screens and of course for shades and LED lighting as you enter the platform. And of course what I find to be very cool is that one opportunity again with the screen door. So, brand new platform. Why don't we go inside and do a quick walk around as far as the interior of this tab clamshell. Okay, as you enter the tab, what immediately you're going to find about the clamshell is that you have all of this beautiful open area as opposed to the S series, which has the indoor, kitchen. So here you have overhead shade, along with the bench seating, which gives you wonderful storage capability. This is what changes in the clamshell. Of course, you have overhead cabinetry done in that beautiful birch finish. You have your entertainment system from Jensen, which by the way is CD, DVD, has both speakers inside and certainly speakers outside. So immediately as you walk in, you've got seating area, light pouring in, entertainment, all birch cabinetry. Beautifully done. Okay, as we get further back into the deck, you have your, I showed you the TV, which was the big Jensen HD LED TV, which is on this beautiful rack, which comes around. You have lighting opportunities above you. The fantastic fan. This allows you to pull air in, push air out. 10-blade fan, which to me is great because even though you have air conditioning on the platform, that gives you the ability to, with that white noise, quiet silhouette, which will send air in, send air out. Just quickly pointing out, a lot of space on the top cap of the cabinetry. We talked about the inside-out finish work that's done with the birch, and also having the LED reading lamps along with more of your speaker systems, and you have a couple of 12 volt, you have the 12 volt outlet which with the 110 volt outlets. So once again, very nicely accomplished as far as the amount of space. Part of the reason you guys made the ride up is because you wanted to see the bathroom. The bathroom working here with the pebbled textured glass, opening into LED lamp overhead. This of course includes the sink, and of course also includes the pedal toilet with the overhead shower head. To me, yep, it's somewhat tight quarters, but let me tell you, we got everything we need right here. Let's take a look at the back end. Okay. You can relax in the clamshell just as well as you can in any of the other platforms. You have the Aldi system, which of course gives you that opportunity to have both the hot water and the radiated heat combined. You have the overhead Frigidaire AC unit, which we talked a little bit about that. If you ever have an issue with that down the road, we'll throw it out onto the ground. We'll run to Best Buy. We'll grab another one. We'll throw it in there. I believe this sets up well. Of course, we haven't uncorked the dining table here, which by the way works just as well outside as it does inside. Drops in where we could have our sleeping capability, but also being able to utilize that outside. The tab clamshell. I love this thing. 1,670 pounds. We can tow this with just about everything. So once again, thanks for taking a look at the clamshell. Why don't we go take a look at the S series?